Okay, here's the last video and the last teaching part of logarithms, and then we'll move on next week to rational functions. So the first several of these, I think there's like a total of 80 solving. So we're still going to stick with every other even starting on number 2. So you'll do like 2, 6, 10, etc. Just remember when you're solving logarithms, as long as it has the same base, you just exponentiate. It cancels log base when you exponentiate with the same base, and you end up with 26 equals p. Just glancing at the even ones, those are pretty self-explanatory, but there are a lot of them to do. This is your assessment for the unit, so I do want you to complete every other even. It only ends up being 40 questions. Just kind of glancing, pretty easy stuff. I'll do a couple over here on the side. You got log with no base on number 89. So you exponentiate with a 10, and you end up with negative 3b plus 9 equals negative 4b minus 10. So you add 4, write that down, negative 3b plus 9 equals negative 4b minus 10. Add 4b, get you positive b, subtract 9 equals 19. So pretty simple stuff. Glancing through, not until you hit number 102 in that area do you have to do any quadratic stuff. On number 101, all of these have the same base, so we can just kind of do away with the exponentiate step, and here say 5m plus 1 equals m squared minus 49. Move everything over to the right, and you have m squared minus 5m minus 50. Factor m minus 10, m plus 5, solutions of positive 10, and m equals negative 5. Negative 5 won't work, so it is extraneous. Bunches of those. Bunches of those. Until we get to hit the arrow too many times. Log until we get to question 121 and 122 and so on. So you don't have a logarithm on this side, but you will want to divide off this negative 9. So when you divide the negative 9, you get positive 2. And so you have log base 11 of 2v equals 2. On that, you'll have to exponentiate, and you end up with 2v equals 11 to the second power 121. V is equal to 121.2. Might want to double check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And so that just kind of continues. Divide off the 8 on number 25. You get log base 2 of a minus 1 equals 1. Exponentiate, cancel. Exponentiate doesn't cancel, it's a number. A minus 1 equals 2 equals 3. You can always plug it back in and check. This one's pretty easy since a is equal to 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. Log base 2 of 2 is 1. 8 times 1 equals 8. So most of them should come out okay. Yeah, I think that's it. that. Looking over here, dropping down to 153. Y'all don't have this piece of paper, so I'm going to send it to you as a PDF. On a question like number 153, remember you want to isolate your function. This is my function. And so I want to add 3, gets me equals 8. Then I want to divide off that 2, it gets me equals 4. So log base 2 of 5 minus 6x is equal to 4. Exponentiate, 5 minus 6x equals 2 to the 4th power, which is 16. You subtract 5, you get 11 equals negative 6x. X equals negative 11 over 6. And that actually works. Remember, just because an answer is negative doesn't mean it's extraneous. When you plug in negative 11 over 6 right here times negative 6, you get positive 11. And so 5 plus 11, and it works. And then we were going to stop there. I don't need you to do any of this solving since calculators stink, and I just want to be done with the logarithm unit. So 2 through 160, every other even. So half of 160 is 80, half of that is 40. There you have your assignment, and you can finish that off by next Monday. So that ends the logarithm unit. I'm looking for the little button to stop.